Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm finally bringing you the results of the Summer Growth Challenge, but I honestly can't believe the past 4 months have gone by so quickly. It's already September 1st and yesterday was the last official day of the Growth Challenge, but today was like the end date. So I'm going to be measuring my hair on camera for you guys. I just finished watching the original introduction to the Summer Growth Challenge video and my hair was about 34.5-ish inches. It was like just a little over 34 inches. So I'm going to be measuring it again for you guys today on camera and show you how long it's gotten. I'm also going to be showing you some of the products that I've been using during this challenge that I've really been enjoying, talk to you guys about any updates and let you know what I'm going to be doing now that the challenge has ended. So let's just get into the video. Okay, so if you're new here and you have no idea what the Summer Growth Challenge was, basically every summer and winter I like to do growth challenges. The main purpose of these challenges is to just eliminate the things we do in our daily lives that cause a lot of damage and breakage to our hair, and this way we can retain much more length by the end of the period of the challenge. I choose winter and summer usually because I find that those are the two seasons where our hair takes a lot of shit from the environment. So in the winter, depending on where you live, of course, in the winter here where I live, it's super cold. My hair is usually really dry, a lot of wind, snow, a lot of harsh elements. And then of course in the summer, we're at the beach, we're in the pool, we're in the sun a lot. So I feel like those two seasons kind of take the biggest toll on our hair. Obviously you want to see growth from these challenges and that's why they're called the growth challenges. But even if you don't see as much growth as you were hoping or not much change at all, the main purpose, like what I really hope you guys take from these challenges, is finding a better routine that works for your hair type and finding a way to maintain the health of your hair so you can retain more length down the road. A lot of you guys reach out to me during these challenges and tell me that before the challenge you really had no routine in place, and if anything the challenge just helped you to find a routine that worked for you and set a routine. And when growing out your hair and even your skin and just in general, finding a routine that works for you is like the most important part. Like it's really the key, because you can do all the masks and treatments, you can take all the vitamins you want, but if you're not consistent you're really not going to see the best results. The routine that I find I get through the challenges really helps me and helps to keep my hair as healthy as possible. So normally my hair will grow about 1/2 inch a month, and that's with me not taking any vitamins, that's with me not doing the inversion method, nothing. So on average about 1/2 inch a month, and that's usually like the average rate. Like if you look up what the average is like across people, that's the average. Obviously some people get a lot more, some people get a lot less, and you also have to take into consideration how much you lose a month on just through breakage and how much you like to get trimmed off. So on average I get about 1/2 inch on like a good month. So I'm not expecting more than like 2 inches ish. We'll see what happens. So as always I use the inches side because it's just easier for me to keep track of. And I like to put the measuring tape right on my part, and I like to keep my hair in the center part all the time. I try to keep it as straight as possible for the purposes of measuring, but this is a lot easier if you have somebody to help you. But then I just grab all my hair and the measuring tape and I pull it tight, and I pull it all the way down to the end. I know it's coming out of frame, I'm sorry. Okay, so I know this is the worst angle, I just don't want to let go. So if that's the 36 inches, the tip of my hair reaches just past, like just barely to 37 inches, like barely. So I'm not even going to call it 37 inches, I'm just going to say it's about 36 and a little bit more than 1/2, but it does kind of reach, right? So I got about 2 inches, almost 2.5 inches of growth during the challenge, and for me that's really good. I'm really happy with that. The main thing I'm excited about is that my ends have been looking so much better than they normally do at this time of year. My trim cycle is usually on my birthday in September and then again in March or February. So about 6 months, like every 6 months I'll get a trim. I actually went to go see my hairdresser just yesterday and my mom went there for a trim, and I went in there to let her take a look at my hair, and she said that I can wait a little bit on my trim, like it doesn't look bad at all, so I don't think I'm going to get one. I'll show you guys what my ends are looking like and how long my hair actually looks like in the front. So this is my hair. Obviously this is where my belly button is, and then my hips are right here. So it touches the top of my thigh. And this is just where my hair was last year before I took about 4 inches off. So I'm really happy with that. I've gotten trims in between that, and obviously you lose some to breakage and stuff. So I'm really happy with where my hair is right now. Successful growth challenge for me. I'm just gonna give you a quick recap of what the challenge entailed so we can talk about each part. Basically, all we were doing was the inversion method once each month. So for 1 week of each month, we did the inversion method. Then we also did the weekly masks and weekly scalp treatments on our hair. And then we were also doing the rice water rinse about 1 to 3 times a month, depending on your hair type and your wash cycle and all that. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I really slipped up with the inversion method this time. I'm usually pretty good, like I'll set an alarm and be able to remember, but every time I would start the inversion method, I would like forget halfway through or like be a couple days short on it or something, or my period would come in and just like end it early for me. So I was kind of like not as consistent with the inversion method as I would have liked to be, and I think that if I was more consistent, my growth would have probably been a little bit better. I was using my DIY scalp treatment. I talked about this in the original video, so I'll have the recipe for this up in the cards for you. I still have quite a bit left. I really enjoyed using it because like a little bit goes such a long way, and the oils in here are so effective for stimulating growth and nourishing the scalp, so that's why I love this DIY one. It was also really easy and cheap to make, but you guys know if you follow me on Instagram, the Blue Beautifly was kind enough to send me their organic Amalaki scalp oil serum, and it looks like this. And this scalp treatment is just loaded with Ayurvedic and Chinese herbs that are super nourishing to the scalp and very stimulating for hair growth. So the last like month or so of the challenge, I was using this more consistently because I wanted to give you guys a review on Instagram and be able to actually talk about the product a little bit more. I also was taking my SBR Nutrition Liquid Biotin. Taking vitamins during the challenge wasn't mandatory, but you guys are always free to do whatever you want, any extra steps you want to do to try to help increase your growth rate or try to help maintain your hair as much as possible. So I continue taking my SBR Nutrition Liquid Biotin. I love this vitamin, you guys. I talked about it here on my channel before. It's probably the best biotin I've tried so far, and I've just continued taking it for the past 4 months. I've also started following the capillary schedule, and those of you who have been here on my channel, I've already made a video about it, which I will have up in the cards for you. But basically the capillary schedule is just a routine that you follow in order to make sure that your hair is receiving the right amount of hydration, nutrition, and reconstruction. Again, I have a video all about it, so I'm not going to go too much in depth here, but I started following that for the last like 2 months of the challenge, I would say. And my angel cousin Mariana on Instagram, I will have her Instagram link down below. She also does tons of hair care and skincare. She was kind enough to make my own capillary schedule for me that was like customized to my hair type and my needs and all that. So definitely check out her Instagram if you want more advice on that, and feel free to shoot her a DM if you need help making your own. The rice water, I actually just started to incorporate into the capillary schedule. So when I would do my reconstructive mask, I would either use the reconstruction mask from the hair routine, which I really enjoy. I'll have that link down below for you guys, or I would use the rice water. Obviously, if I'm using it as a reconstruction mask, it is considered like a protein treatment. So for those of you who have protein sensitive hair, just be very careful when you use it. If you use it too often, it might leave your hair feeling a little bit more brittle. I noticed that I tried to use it more often in the beginning and my hair was starting to feel a little bit dry. So I don't think that it's something that you should be doing weekly. A lot of people on YouTube will use it weekly as like a challenge or just to see if it brings results, and it might bring like temporary or immediate results, but over time I think that your hair really needs the balance between the hydration, nutrition, and reconstructions. Now that the challenge is over, I will not be doing one for the fall because it would have already had to start today, and I want to just give myself a break. I want to chill out a little bit with my hair. I'm going to continue just following the capillary schedule. School starts in like 2 days, and I know that's just going to take over so much more of my time. So I'm really excited to do some more back to school videos for you guys. I actually had a hairstyles video planned for this week, and if you follow me on Instagram, you know it just was not working out. So I will be trying to film that again for next week, as well as my nail care routine. You guys have been asking me a ton about my nails, and I want to do some more back to school content, so please let me know down below what you guys would like to see regarding school. Otherwise, I think that's about it. Please feel free to send me your before and after pictures on Instagram if you took them. I'd like to share them and like keep them in a little highlight so you guys can go through and like see each other's progress. I think it's really exciting. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this challenge went. I'm really excited to do the next one in the winter time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!